welcome to your reading where we are going to be answering the question, what's the story on you? Today's reading is inspired by the saying, the cat's out of the bag. So I picked out a crystal for each pile. I also did a meditation and we'll pull some tarot. The crystal I picked for you, pile 1, is rose quartz. And it's interesting. I'm getting a download right now about how pure of heart you are, because this rose quartz, it deals with like love and stuff, but it's exceptionally clear. I almost thought after I picked it up, I was like, wait, is this clear quartz? You're like incredibly pure-hearted. Jumping into your meditation notes though. Okay, I heard that you are looking better than ever. You've been working on yourself and possibly even working out. Although what I was really getting is like you're working on yourself inside and out. I also got that you're smiling more, and I heard more sunny days. Okay, so you may be outside more or feeling or tapping into like just more positivity in general. I also heard you are outdoing yourself and working magic and then transformed. And in relation to that, I also heard Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And I saw like this sparkle, twirl, transformation sequence. That's you. And I heard hot stuff and hot child in the city. And specifically the lines from that song, running wild, looking pretty. Okay, you are rewilding at this moment, either recently single or committed yourself even more to your focus on yourself. I just heard, and it's showing, you are glowing right now. You are looking for and am open to excitement. I was just interested there in how I wrote looking for and am open instead of are open. You're like very, very present, okay? I'm hearing it's like helping you manifest, make your reality. And also, ticketed events were coming up. Something you may be doing at the moment is going to ticketed events, but also I was getting that your energy feels exclusive and like that's increasing. Okay, so that's all of the messages we have for meditation. Let's jump into tarot and see what it has to say now. Y'all, I literally knew this card was going to come out. I just didn't know when. But this, first of all, I'm hearing fertile, okay? So I don't know if like, I'm coming back to that glow that you have. Like, I feel like people feel like you look very healthy and oh God, okay. I'm not gonna stop there. I'm hearing like specifically, like it was coming through as a download with all these pomegranates on her robe, and it's like, you are looking fruitful, okay? And it's not just like to do with your looks too, but like everything you put your hands on. That's including yourself, but it's like even your creations right now are looking very fruitful, promising. I just heard too, like your intuition is on point right now. People feel like it is, and also, like, you've never looked better than you do right now. That's what's coming through. I just got the image of someone in my head, like, from your past is kind of checking in on you to see, like, not necessarily hoping things are bad, but not hoping things are good. And then they see how you are, and they're like, ah. I like barely want to say this, you guys, but I am trying to be transparent and you guys are here to hear. But I just heard, ooh, I hate that. When people see like how good you're doing. But I don't want to focus on that too much because you're doing so good and you look so good. It's like literally, I mean, it's irking people. It's getting under their skin. I'm getting to with this 3 here at the top and like just this being the Empress, and we already talked about your intuition being on point, and like I'm literally seeing like a clear crystal ball, like that's your intuition, and like I don't know, it's like you see all, you know all. There was something I was gonna say though, it just slipped me. I just heard too though, like you know where you're going, like you have a path forward, okay? Oh, I was gonna say with this 3 here and like talking about your intuition being so clear and all this, and it's like you left behind something consciously that you knew wasn't serving you, like wasn't doing you good. Okay, and like you're sitting in the consequences of that now, the repercussions of making that choice for yourself. And the people that were kind of left behind are looking at you honestly with quite a bit of jealousy. I'm just seeing here with this Empress card, like you are your foundation and your future, all about self. Okay, and like your emotions, they're flowing healthily. And when it comes to like, it's awesome because it's like all this focus on self and all these flowing emotions, and you're like resting on what matters most to you, and you're focusing on your passions and like what fuels you, all that. And you are incredibly grounded, like in the mind, you're incredibly grounded. You don't have like lofty, I mean, you may have like big dreams, but they're not like, I was gonna say lofty in like the sense of like untethered. Okay, I'm not, you're not off your rocker. That's basically what's coming through. I'm just hearing like the way that you feel about yourself in all your glory is justified, and your lifestyle is honoring you. Also, I'm getting like people might be talking about how you have like a lot of bright ideas right now. And two, sorry about that, you guys. Her hair has never stuck out to me, but it is this time. Okay. Something about your hair people are talking about, like you may have changed your hair recently. For some reason, I'm seeing big hair. I'm hearing lots of hair. Like something to do with hair is significant to you. And also red lip. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. Okay, that one song that has the lyrics in it that's like, I'm proud to be an American because at least I know I'm free. You know, it was coming through like people are talking about how you may have some amount of like self-pride right now to be you, and you are showing up and being talked about as someone who's very free right now, and how you may have a lot of pride in that freedom. I was getting the energy 718 as I was saying that, like you may have a lot of pride in your freedom. There's like some snobby little characters coming through here. But there's like some energies like peripheral, okay? Don't even like focus on this, but it is coming through. But it's like they're like seeing all this freedom and like your pride for it, and they're like, man, what is it really worth? But like this is it's worth like it's worth what it looks like it's worth, and they know that. That's why like the envy and the jealousy. But like you're celebrating, this is a story on you. Like there really is no room for naysayers. I'm hearing you're not doing anything wrong, and you're serving self, but you're not doing it at the expense of anybody else. So there's really nothing for anybody to say. I'm hearing too with this card, okay, like people are talking about right now how you're living life to the fullest. Okay, and I'm hearing like you may even be coming off as like someone that's quite jolly at the moment. 818. And I feel like this is like manifesting itself out of your imagination, but like this is actually like what you are building for yourself that other people maybe, I'm hearing they're a little bit short-sighted, too short-sighted to see the full picture for you. But it's like you are crafting this out of your imagination for yourself and like manifesting it into your 3D reality. And for some reason, Empress, it was coming through like the press was like coming through like a printing press. Okay, there's like that's coming through in so many ways. It's like, one, people are very much talking about you, like, you know, stuff is flying off the shelves, printing press. It's like something about you too is groundbreaking or cutting edge, or like something about you is like convenient to consume. Like for example, how I'm like posting a video online for eyes to see. It's like something about you. Okay, so you may be like creating something to be consumed by others in like an artistic sense is what I'm getting. But it's like sorry, y'all, I lost my train of thought again. Let me come back to that. Oh, yeah, we're talking about the printing press again, 9:45. Like, something has come to completion for you, and, like, people are about to be talking about that. And you've been putting a lot of hard work into this thing. 9, 4, 5 is 99, which is almost 100. Okay. You've been putting in a lot of work to something. I'm like seeing like the papers in a stack ready to be delivered. Okay. And like this M specifically, M may be like an initial to you. I'm hearing Emily. But like an initial to like your first letter of your name. I'm getting to like you're someone who is heavily occupied. Like all the trees in these cards are fully grown. Okay, so it's like it's harvest time for you. Okay, and this wheat down here is ready to harvest. And I'm getting like with the wheat and the trees, it's like you may actually have more than one thing that you're bringing to fruition at this moment. It's interesting because I feel like people are like looking at you, but they don't see all this. It's like all these people on these cards, and most of them are turned away except for you, which is the Empress. And like, I mean, this is also your energy, but it's like all these people for the most part are turned away except for the Empress. And it's like, people may be watching like everything that you're doing, but they may not fully grasp what it is, like all the details or all the little nuances that you're involved in. And it's like you have a full grasp and concept on what it is that you're involved in. And I'm getting to like everyone's turned to looking at you and not understanding what it is that you're doing, but then also you're turned away from everybody else. You're turned inward. And so it's interesting. I'm almost getting like people are looking to you for answers, and then you're like this. Okay. Oh my gosh. And then as I throw my cards back, they're on the back. Like, it's just like this actually. You can see that there's cards here, but you don't know what they are. I mean, you know what they are because I showed you. But you don't know what they are if I didn't show you. Okay? And it's like, even if I do show you, this is actually perfect because it's like, even if I do show you, what you are going to interpret from these cards, what you are going to get as a download is going to be likely unique from what I'm getting as a download, even though these cards have like their own meanings. But that's like exactly what you're doing. Like you are working with familiar things people are familiar with and understand, but they don't understand, like I said, they're going to be getting different downloads than you, like as far as like what you're doing. I'm getting like you may not make sense to others right now, but they're still entranced by you because of the magic that you hold. Okay, people don't understand. I'm getting like, it's just like, I'm getting like, I'm hearing the art of seduction. I'm actually seeing George Costanza laying on a chase lounge, and he has like a photo that's called The Art of Seduction with him in that pose. And also the band Wet Leg is coming through right now because of their song, I believe it's Chase Lounge. And that's interesting because Wet Leg actually just came out with an album and they are looking better than ever. And also they've like rebranded themselves recently. I don't know if they've rebranded, but like they have a new style with this new album. And like, it's interesting. Like you may be like rebranding yourself at this moment. And also I'm being reminded of like this comment that I read underneath that video, and it was like underneath one of their recent videos, and it was like, this song is surprisingly intelligent. And people may underestimate you because of your looks. Like you may be beautiful, so people don't think you're smart. But also I'm getting like you're shocking people at this moment. Okay, is the story that's being told about you. I'm actually getting like you kind of have the lead singer of that band's energy right now with like you being center stage, and that band, even though there's multiple people in it, it's like they have a forefront singer. So you may have like a lot of support around you, or a lot of like like foundation or construction around you that puts you where you are, but you're still the one that's shining. I'm actually getting a download right now that your you have like a rebellious like tinge to your attitude, but it's like subversive. And I'm getting like people may find you really cute, so they don't necessarily find offense to it, but you still get your foot in. That's super interesting, because right as I say that, we have Judgment on the bottom of the deck, and it's like you call things out, but you make it cute. I was also getting the lines from that Chase Lounge. I forget the title, but I think it's called Chase Lounge. By Wet Leg, and it's like, hey, you over there on the Chase Lounge in your underwear. It's like you may catch people off guard by how like commanding your presence is. And also I'm getting like you're not shy, or you're coming out of a space where you were shy, and that's shocking people. It's like, maybe if not shy, then I'm getting like I just heard unspoken for. It's like maybe now you're speaking for yourself, and that's shocking people. I'm also getting to like maybe in the past people were speaking for you. And you're not letting that happen anymore, and that may ruffle some feathers, but overall you're receiving support. I'm hearing people wouldn't have the audacity to speak against you because you're so justified. I like how on this card the scales are showing up again after we talked about the Judgment card. But it's like, I'm getting off this card, like, you're in the position to give, and people think that about you, but also you're only giving to those you think are able to receive. And I'm getting those who are able to receive are those who are able to reciprocate. 1717, I just heard 2, saving energy, and I'm hearing energy drain. It's like in the past, it's like you may have gotten to this point where you're glowing because you've been through a lot of like energy drains, like people leaking and leeching energy off of you. I'm getting like, I'm seeing like walls being put up like dominoes. I think you had to build up a lot of boundaries to get to where you are at this point. People don't actually talk about the boundaries. I'm getting they talk more about how difficult it is to access you like how they did before. It's like impossible. It's interesting because I just knocked my camera there a bit, but also on the bottom of the deck, okay, so this is like underlying energy is a tower. And I'm taking notice to how the crown is like giant on this card. It's like falling. I heard crowns are falling. I heard something like to the effect of like crowns falling. Okay, so it's like, you know, this is reminding me of how we just talked a second ago of like people speaking for you. It's like, I feel like that is who is most perturbed by like this new version of you. I'm hearing too with this card that I specifically heard you throw cowards to the curb. And this little tree down here, okay, I was just about to say it's featured on many cards. I don't actually know, you know, if that's like what is that symbol. But I was hearing Kundalini rising, and it's like you may have had a really difficult situation with a person or people in particular, and it may have been like a series of events that led to a moment, but I'm hearing like this cracked you open to like your purpose. The story about you though, okay, is that you're basking in and reveling in your success and your incoming reward. Okay, and people really aren't wanting to face this about you. This flipped out, but it tucked itself into my deck, and it was like, it's visible. It's visible, but like, you know, people are wanting to hide this. They aren't wanting to face this themselves. These 2 trees here on this card are reminding me of the 2 towers on the moon card. So it's like, even though your success is clear, it's in the light of day, Okay, people are wanting to act confused about it, or like they aren't wanting to bear witness to it. They aren't wanting to acknowledge you and your actions, that the actions that you've taken, the commitments you've made. They aren't wanting to like bear that as your truth. It's unbearable. 2020, and I'm hearing this has been a long journey for you. Okay, I'm hearing lifelong. And you've done all this for yourself. You've done all this for yourself and by yourself. Okay, you may have had like supportive figures, people or things that like helped you get here, but you had to do every single step of it alone, on your own. If you didn't take that help and do with it what you did, you wouldn't be where you are. People wouldn't be looking at you like in the position that you're in now. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Cups, okay? And I'm thinking this is coming like after all this, like you've been through a lot, but you are someone who is totally new at this point, okay? Pile 1, we're going to leave your message off there for today. If that resonated or you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're a little shy or you don't know what to say, feel free to leave a yellow or a white heart or even a dove. And don't forget to subscribe so I can see you on the next one. Bye for now. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading where we will be answering the question, what is the story on you? And it's inspired by the saying, the cat is out of the bag. We chose for you, Pile 2, the fluorite crystal. The camera is not doing it justice. I did some meditations and we got some messages there that we'll go over, and 2, we will pull tarot, of course. So jumping into the meditation, the messages for meditation. I heard the song I'm Going Hungry. I'm not totally sure who sings that. But I was getting the download, like you're going without something right now, possibly. And also 90s alternative rock may be significant to you, is either formative or a favorite like genre of music. I also heard discovery, okay? You've recently found something or found something out. I also got sea glass, the image of a boat ride over a cold lake or sea. Right now, you're being talked about as someone who is emotionally absent. And then I heard to some. Okay, so only to some, not everybody. Staying only surface level and quick to move on from things. I heard delivery, and I got the image of a postcard being handed to you. It's an important communication, and it has or is arriving. And it's to do with work. The contents are exciting, and I heard too good to be true, but it will be your truth. Okay, it's just something that is like so, it feels unbelievable. I heard ghost, MIA, long lost, and sister, and 2, soul sister. People are looking for and talking about you. People may see you moving, but don't know what you're doing. And I heard moving in silence, as you should. Okay, so this is something that you've probably been guided to do and you're listening. I also heard preparing and packing. And 2, molting. Okay, and I wasn't like sure what exactly molts, but I was getting the image of like a beetle. I'm hearing scarab right now. But it's difficult or tough, the change that you are going through, but it's change that you were built for, made for, meant for. Every step is one on your path. That's what we got for meditation. Okay, let's jump into tarot now and see what it has to say. The fact that this is what people are talking about, wow, Pile 2. And the fact that we just ended our meditation message, the last one, saying every step you're taking is on your path, you're meant for. The difficulties that you've been through were made to build you into the version of you that you were meant to be. I'm hearing 2 in like a GPS voice. You have arrived at your destination. And it's like something about the path that you're on, you've hit like a marker in it. Okay, something that you will look back on later in life and you'll be like, ooh, that was a moment. That was a moment that led to this and this and this. I had no idea of knowing it then. You wouldn't know. Like, we can't foretell how things are going to unfold. Life would probably be way less fun. Or it would feel more like, it's interesting because we feel like life is a waiting game because we don't know anything about what's to come. But life would feel way more like a waiting game if we knew everything that was going to come. You would just feel like you were waiting for it all. That's the only game that would be being played, actually, is just waiting. But oh, and look at this bird. Okay, you have arrived at your destination, and then look at this bird. Is like, its wings are extended and it's about to take flight. And this person has no clue. It's like, you may actually be unaware. You may actually be unaware about this. You know, it's like birds when they're born. This is just an easy analogy. Birds when they're born, and I almost put that back under the deck there. Like, this is an opportunity. Oh, I'm hearing, sorry about that, y'all. I just accidentally hit my table. This is an opportunity that I feel like some people are hoping that you are too blind to see. That it goes missed. I'm hearing these are people that are reliant on, like, your light force. So they don't want it to go, like, they don't want it to be directed at your will in other places, on other things, on other people even. I'm hearing too, like, what you are gonna do, what you're doing will light up the night sky. So it's like, what you're doing brings light to darkness. It illuminates stuff. But I was getting, though, too, especially with this High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, it's like, you know, I'm coming back to that. Is this too good to be true? Or, like, you're not wanting to believe that it is time for you to take flight. Oh, and coming back to that bird, too. It's like, birds when they're born, and anything when it's born, it doesn't know what's going to happen. But it's like, birds when they're born don't know that they're made to leave the nest, and they're made to fly on their own and, like, provide for sustenance for themselves and, like, go get the worm themselves. It's innate, though, and it's like something is innately driving you to take the actions you're taking. You may not understand everything and you don't see everything, but, like, you have this, like, urge that's pushing you towards things. So, okay, so people, like, aren't understanding because you're not disclosing. You know, birds don't say, I mean, I'm sure they're not saying, but birds aren't like, okay, I've grown up enough to take flight, so I'm going to take flight now, and then I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. They don't verbalize, like, everything they're going to do. They just act on instinct. I'm getting part of your, like, moving in silence and, like, part of people not understanding maybe what it is you're doing. I'm hearing underestimate. People underestimate, like, the grandiosity, but, like, you're the star. There is no underestimating, especially, like, you as a person, but, like, the path that you're on. It's just, I'm getting, wow. I just want to say, pile 2, you need more support in your life, okay? You need to put yourself out there, actually, and go get some more support in your life. That's just something I want to say. You have a lot to give, and there are people that are maybe trying to hoard that to themselves. I'm sure you are aware of all this, especially with the High Priestess being underneath on the deck. I'm getting, like, I'm hearing, I almost don't want to say that. I'm hearing, okay, I'm being guided to say that, but I'm hearing, like, battered. But it's like, let me let this, like, sit for, I'm getting a couple of things. So it's like, I'm hearing battered, and it's like, you've almost been, I keep getting stuff I don't want to say with your pile, but it's like, beaten into submission. It's like, part of the reason that you may feel you're highly intuitive. You just need to trust yourself, honestly. The only thing you need to do right now is trust yourself. But I'm getting like part of the reason that you may feel like this thing coming towards you that you have worked to make real. Okay, there is no denying it. And there is no denying you. You have past experiences though that are like making you doubt the reality of what you've created for yourself. So, I'm hearing like the longer you believe in yourself, the more you will be washed clean from like those previous programmings. But it's been a journey for you to do so, because like I was seeing this little shape here in her dress. You may have dealt with like gaslighting in the past, or it's like your magic was used against you, or you were made to not believe in yourself. You know, there's like a laundry list, and that's interesting. I say laundry list because I don't really say that. I was just letting that simmer for a second, y'all. This is like a really specific download that I'm getting with this card, but it's like something that took place, something very formative that took place, and it had to do with your magic. Something very disastrous though happened in regards to your magic. I'm getting in middle school, actually, in specifically 7th or 8th grade, and I'm hearing 12 and 13. It's almost like, you know, you've been unraveling this one huge, I just heard Krakatoa, and I'm seeing Pompeii. It's like there was this one event that was, I don't want to say catastrophic, but it was devastating, but much like this figure in the dress, it was subversive. So it like took you a long time to even recognize the devastation of it, and I feel like you're still like unraveling the devastation of it. Part of the reason that it took you a long time to recognize what it was that you were developing through is because of the purity of your heart and mind and your body and your life. You know, you live your purity, you embody it, and therefore you express it. And I'm hearing your soul is sanctified. Okay, it's like someone tried to take what you were and make it into something for themselves. And I'm getting like the purity of you is constructed within you. Okay, like the purity of you is pillars within you. And so it's like you went through some sort of huge act. Like I said, Pompeii was coming through, and like I heard Krakatoa, which I'm not exactly sure what Krakatoa is. That's actually reminding me of this season of American Horror Story where I don't know if it was Krakatoa that they were saying, but it's like they like went, this was actually like not my favorite of the seasons, but I went back later and like watched it just because honestly I love the show so much. But I don't think I like watched it in full or anything. I just went back and watched it later, even though I didn't like it at first. But it was like they moved out to this house in the middle of like a really rural area, and like the town was like picking on them and stuff. I don't know why that's coming through. But like this house was like haunted. It's like them moving. I'm getting cold chills right now. I'm just going to keep continuing. Them moving to that house was like what they thought was their wish fulfillment at the time. So it's like something something that happened in your middle school years that you thought was a wish fulfillment was actually something that haunts you. Oof. 13:30 on my timer. The number 17 might be particular to you, and it's like also I'm getting like 17 is like 8 deconstructed, and it's like someone tried to possess like you, like, oh, okay, oof, I'm getting some scary stuff right now. Someone tried to embody like your luck and like your essence, and you were almost like, I'm getting like you were almost like this little potion bottle, and they were like, they could just drink from you as they pleased, and stir stuff into you as they please, just do with you as they please. And I'm getting like at the time you may have perceived there to be some amount of freedom in this, but you didn't realize that you were being placed up on a shelf. Y'all's reading, ooh, okay. I was just gonna say too, you know, I feel like this narrative is like the cosmos speaking, like your spirit team, your higher self, and it's like these are things that were done in the dark, but that will come to light. The whole time you've remained who you are, which is innocent. Sorry, you guys, I just wasn't expecting like a reading like this to come out. I'm getting to that you're returning to your roots, and I'm seeing like this is like it's like this is your energy body, and then this is you, okay? And it's like you're nurturing yourself, you're providing passion to yourself, you're providing compassion and understanding to yourself. And I'm getting like there's one person in particular that is like feeling guarded about these choices that you're making. This person doesn't feel like, look at all this yellow, okay? I'm like interpreting this as you're focused on me energy. Like this is you focusing on yourself. They're not included in that, okay? They feel like they're excluded. And beyond that exclusion, I actually feel like they feel like they're in like some sort of gray area right now. Like, you know, that concrete isn't exactly white. It's near white. I was getting earlier, like as a download, like they are protected in your purity, but they also feel dispelled by it. I'm getting like the story of you. Wow. The story of you, pile 2, goes unhidden. I was gonna say goes hidden. I was gonna say the story of you goes hidden because much of what people have to say goes unspoken. They think it to themselves. What people do think though about is your strength. They admire your strength. You've done so much. I'm hearing to preserve and protect, not just yourself. I'm hearing those who have hurt you as well. Like, I don't mean to be controversial when I say this, but you're very much like a Jesus figure in that you are like all forgiving, all loving. Like you don't have enemies. Enemies may have you, but you don't have enemies. And I'm getting, I feel like people who feel like they can't be a part, people who feel like they can't be a part of this don't necessarily feel like an ally. They may make themselves out to be an enemy because it feels like a punishment to not be included in your orbits. I'm getting here with this though. You've made some justified decisions to like walk away from something that was rather, I'm hearing harsh. And now you are looking at, you know, the effects of those choices in a positive way. I'm getting like it actually saddens you to have to, let me like gather my words here. I'm hearing like just plain and simply, it saddens you to make the choices that you had to make, like to protect yourself. But now the story being told on you is how strong you are. And I think, you know, I'm hearing, I don't want to be strong. I want to be soft. I just heard Spirit say though, that if that is what you're wanting, like you are arriving at that. So just something to know. 18:53 on my timer as I say that, and I want to break that down just a little bit. It's like something matured for you, okay? And it's like I'm hearing it was a waiting game. And I'm hearing forced maturation. Maybe you waited for something long enough that you were made to mature, like yourself. You were forced to make a move yourself because the thing wasn't moving, and you were like, well, I'm not going to stay stagnant. I'm hearing like you were waiting for answers for like a really long time. But then you realized that you had to create and discover these answers for yourself. But after this thing matured, you went through some amount of change, okay? And that brought you closer to yourself. I'm hearing like the person, that one person, I must have stuck that card back into the deck. The person on the Six of Cups card that's like guarded in the background, they kind of don't want you to realize like how you are closer to yourself, even though that's inevitable because you're closer to yourself. Now you have full-blown conversation like not in a like I've lost my mind way, but it's in a constructive way. You don't look to others for answers anymore. Now you feel solid upon yourself. You trust yourself. Ooh, Justice on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is actually, and I'm hearing them not wanting that is karma. I was hearing OG Park in Takeoff, and I don't know if I'm mishearing something in a song, but I'm pretty sure OG Park is maybe like in the beginning of a lot of songs, but I'm not really sure. I may be mishearing that, but I was hearing like you came here to play, and then you found out, I heard, these people came here to break hearts, and then you were like, I'm out of here, and now they're like, wait, where'd you go to play? But I'm hearing, though, like, your justice is your takeoff. Ooh, and I just heard, and your takeaway. Like, oh my gosh. I'm getting, like, you literally unraveled and cleared, like, past life karma with this lesson that you learned. And there's no coming back from this. You can't unsee what you've seen. You're changed and for the better and permanently, for forever. Pile 2, I want to leave your, and I was going to say earlier too, though, that's your justice. And then their karma is this feeling of them like the feeling of them feeling like they're excluded on your takeoff, feeling like as you rise, they aren't rising with you, even though they may be right there. They may be right there with you, but they're not connected to you the same as they were before when they had full open access. I can't remember if it was you or Pile 1, but it came up like, you know, you're only giving to those that you deem are, you know what? I remember the card that they came up with, and that was Pile 1. Pile 1, it came up like, they're only giving to those that they deem are like able to receive, and those who are able to receive are those who are able to reciprocate. I was about to say replicate. That's basically the same thing though. It's like you have standards, but what I was gonna get at though is in this pile, it's coming through more like you have a wide open heart for all, and then this one person, this group in particular, feels like they've been sanctioned or like sectioned, compartmentalized away from that openness of yours. And so because of that, they feel excluded. But I'm getting for everybody else. Oof. But pile 2, we're going to leave your message off there for today. If that resonated or you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and your thoughts in the comments below. If you're a little shy or you don't know what to say, leave a star emoji and don't forget to subscribe so I can see you on the next one. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. Bye for now. Hi Pile 3, and welcome to your reading where we're going to answer the question, what is the story on you? And it's inspired by the saying, the cat's out of the bag. I chose for you the amethyst crystal. I have some messages from meditation and we'll jump into tarot. So getting into the messages from meditation, I heard soaring. Okay, you're experiencing new places, awake and otherwise. That's very interesting. So it's like you're experiencing new places in real life, but also I'm getting like you may be astrally traveling right now or having a lot of dreams, more than usual. And I also got, you may have an undeniable urge at the moment to explore new places. I got the image of a temple in my head, a temple that's near my home actually. When I passed by this temple, it called to me and I really want to go in there. These new places are places that catch your eye. Okay, so these aren't aimless, they're inspired. In your own world is how people are perceiving you, and people are watching from the outside with curiosity, silently studying, and I heard study hour. It's almost like a task that people set out to do, and there's time allotted to it. So it's like it's on a schedule. Your energy is intoxicating and it pulls the other in, okay? Like if you were like here, it's like this, okay? It's like gravity. And I heard just a psychotic girl and I won't get lost in your world, which is lyrics from a Black Keys song, which I'm pretty sure is just called Psychotic Girl. People may try to undermine your magic, but it flops instantly. Like I literally got the image of someone telling a story of like, you know, trying to deny your magic and then the people around them being like, are we talking about the same people? Am I listening to who you're talking about? Like in the right, like, are we talking about the same person? Yeah, people around giving the storyteller side eye, and people feel also like you're dangerous or that there's something about you that they would get caught up in. And when I wrote that down, I heard a case. I don't know what that's about. But caught up in like a net, okay? I'm getting the image of a mermaid actually in a net. But this net is like a deep sea fishing net. You don't even know, okay? Just passing observers have strong feelings toward you, but a lot of people, so if passing observers have strong feelings for you, imagine how the people who have strong feelings for you feel. I heard while I was meditating too, born guilty, and then it just came in, y'all, I'm sorry, it said born guilty of being sexy. People project their desire onto you though, okay? They think you like them because they like you. And I heard literally, you seduced me. Okay, so people who feel seduced by you feel like you seduced them. Okay, jumping into your cards now, pile 3. I don't know why. I feel like your pile, I'm just picking up on the energy. Your pile has like, you know, I wanted to say it's saucy. It's saucy energy it is, but people misinterpret this. I mean, people feel sauced up by it, but then they're like, look what you did to me. It's like, no, hold on. Y'all, this is so unexpected. 4:11 on my timer. This is so unexpected. I haven't heard this song in so long, but I just got Fetty Wap coming through. I don't know the title of the song. I was just thinking about someone who featured on that song. I was like, man. But the song says, baby, won't you come my way? That era, okay, and UPS was coming through. That era, I'm thinking it's like 2015 to 2018, maybe like a significant time for you. I'm feeling like people from that time are really talking about you right now. I'm hearing, where'd they go? I'm hearing 2, 4, 5, 6. That's really interesting. You've been putting your mind to things, okay, and building something for yourself, something foundational. It's taken a lot of change, and you've been strictly, I don't know why it's coming through as strictly, but it's like, maybe it's, solely. You've been solely focused on a schedule of your own. That's where you went. You're on your way to bigger and better, and you have been. That's where you went. Wow, after that, like, little conversation, and then we have the Emperor coming out. I just heard, like, you are building your bag. This is what people are saying, okay? I'm hearing, too, like, knight in shining armor. Like, I feel like people are talking about, like, your valor, or, like, how valiantly you're doing something. Okay, you're doing something like of high honor, or something of nobility, or you're doing something with nobility, you're doing it with high honor. People are finding you really attractive right now too, and it's because of your strength and like the difficulties that you're overcoming. Oof. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. What is he holding in his hand? I've never noticed that. I just heard time is on your side, and also you are holding the key to life, much like the Emperor here with the Ankh. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. It's probably not Ankh. Oh, goodness. I'm hearing, too, like, people may look at you and think, oh, they're hard-headed, I mean to say. But you are actually just solely focused on something, okay? I'm hearing you will not budge from this vision, okay? There's some, like, jokes that are coming through that I'm not going to share, but it's like, nothing is going to budge you on this, okay? Bottom of the deck energy, okay, we have 9 of Cups. Yeah, 9 of Cups. And it's like, you've worked really hard to get to this point of fulfillment. You feel very, like, happy about where you are. You feel very proud. People are witnessing this about you. They're also witnessing, like, your passion. Okay, I'm getting, like, you think very passion forward, and it comes out in, like, every... I was hearing crevice and appendage, and, I was trying to think of the word for, like, extremities. It's, ooh, extremities. It's interesting because, you know, how you're displayed, you are very attractive right now. I just want to say, like, your energy, it's like your passion is being, like, pushed and pulled through, like, out and through your fingertips, your toe tips. Okay, we're not gonna say anything else. Like, y'all, what, why is your pal so sexually charged? Okay, I'm just gonna say it just so y'all have an idea. It was like, your other tips. It's like, what, y'all? Okay, everybody needs to calm down. Literally getting, like, hot with your pile. Like, people... I'm not gonna say it. Y'all ain't gonna get me to say it. Okay? I keep having some... Y'all are really saucy, and people are feeling really saucy towards you, okay? And really nasty. I keep hearing this one lyric over and over again, and it's like, people think that if they just put their mind to it, they can figure it out how to get to you. They're like, if I really think about it really hard, I can figure out a plan to achieve holding you. People want to have you as their own. That's basically definitely what's coming through. I'm getting like right now though, you are like I'm getting like an image of you, like you are a wild horse right now. I just heard wild stallion. Okay. And that one Megan Thee Stallion's lyric where she, like, I forget what song it was, but she featured or did a song with Beyonce that was like, oh, it might have just been the Savage remix actually. And one of the lines goes, I'm a savage, classy, moody, nasty. That's coming through for you. Like, that's your energy. I'm getting cold chills. I forget where I was going with that though. I'm just hearing though, like, you're a boss bee, a bad bee, and y'all, I don't talk like this. I just have to, but I am trying to get you, like, the downloads that are coming through. I'm in such conflict about that. I'm like, do I just let the downloads come through how they come through? How I felt recently, I'm just gonna share this with y'all real fast. For the sake of transparency, even though I don't talk like that, I do want to share it to get to you how it's coming through. You know, the story on you, I was getting like the story on you is like the part of the song that's like, I'm a savage, classy, moody. It might even say ratchet. I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't heard that word in so long. Literally like 15 years. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm like holding two cards. I don't know where they came from or why I'm holding them. But I was gonna say, though, your energy is like the background, like, like, in all of this, people feel like angsty about you. They feel like worked up about you in like more than one way. It's like some people may feel like in competition with you, where you like, you push people to like do their best, be their best. But people, even those people, I mean, and people outside of them though, they're turned on by you, okay? And you're just like, it's interesting because you're showing up as the Emperor in the Chariot, but I feel like honestly, you have like a very like untrying presentation. I just got like, you are so focused on yourself, okay? And I feel like, you are like freshly starting some venture of some sort, okay? One that's gonna pay off, okay? You know what this is. You have both your feet on the ground, okay? This is a very grounded venture. This is one where you've applied yourself. It's a very, you're taking practical steps to get there, and you are getting there, okay? You're on your way, so it's that venture. This venture is making people feel like they're like fighting for your attention, fighting for your time. It's making people feel sick, okay? I've never paid attention to those, but those spots on that tunic, it's reminding me of this, like, this children's book. I forget what it was, but it's like, the character is sick, and they have, like, spots all over them. I'm seeing this people, though, with, like, a thermometer sticking out of their mouth. You have people that are acting out of jealousy. You have people that are acting like they feel sick for your love and affection. You have people that are acting out of you have grounded people who are acting out of passion. You have so many different types of figures. I'm getting like, you have a crowd. It's really interesting because I feel like you have a crowd like in your face, and then you also have like a crowd that's not in your face. And how this is coming through is it's almost like, you know how we can have like, you know, online personas today, and I don't know why that was coming through in my head like that. Online personas. You know, but it's like, we have online personas, and we have in-person personas, and it's like, you know, the whole world can be at your, I don't know why it's coming through like this, but at your feet online, because you have all that space. It's a page. Anybody can arrive at this page. But in person, it's more likely that you have the whole, it's it's more likely that you don't have everybody in the whole world at your doorstep. Okay. Where was I going with that though? Oh, it's like, I feel like you have like many different sets of eyes on you. It's like you have eyes, you have like, okay, this is really strange that this is coming through. I mean, in a good way. I'm like really enjoying that this is coming through. I just wasn't expecting this, but it's like you have interdimensional beings that are watching you. You have people in person that are watching you, and you have people online that are watching you. That's how this is coming through. I'm getting like to your feet are grounded, your heart is set on the future. Or sorry guys, this is coming through like in layers. Your feet are planted in the present. Your heart is very pure and grounded, and your mind and your third eye is set on the future. Okay, you're a visionary. You're like coding what tomorrow looks like for you with your thoughts. And then you're making like your vision a reality by taking concrete steps. I was getting like, I just had to step away and check on something real fast, but you may have like a crazy amount of things going on. Like, definitely enough to make someone feel overwhelmed, but somehow you are achieving it all. And I was getting like, in the process of all this, people feel like they are on the peripheral of your process. Okay. And they're hoping and praying that at the very least, they can at least be this, the person carrying your chariot in. Okay. That's what they wish for. Like they're like at the most, that's what I can wish for, is just to be the person carrying their chariot in. So, okay. I'm getting you have like, if you don't already have it in person, you have incoming an entourage that's like loyally devoted to you in making your vision come to fruition. Bottom of the deck, okay, we have 3 of Cups. This is a card of celebration and community. And, I'm thinking like you have, some of this community is going to be people that feel just as passionate about the things that you do, but you're like the face. And then other support is coming from people who see the purity in what you're doing, and it lights them up. It connects with them somehow. It's like you bring people to new places within the mind, and then because of that, new places in their life. Oh, well. And we have Queen of Pentacles underneath that. It's like these people know that in being, where did that go actually? I lost the cards that I had. I must have put it back in there. That's really weird. It's not that strange for me to do that, but I don't remember putting it back in there. But, it's like these people that are holding your chariot, they know that like that is their key to shared success. And they have pure intentions doing this, just so you know. They have pure intentions in, they're helping you. It's hard to describe this because I'm getting like you have so much strength upon yourself, and also you were put in the position to have that strength upon yourself. It was a necessity for survival, I'm getting, but you've been working alone for so long. I'm not wanting to word it in a way that makes you suspicious. But these people basically know they can't necessarily be like, I'm getting like, all of these people wish not just to be your right-hand man, but to be the glove that you're wearing. Okay? They want to be that close with you. But because they know that you're not in a place and they're not in a place for that to happen, it's like the most that they can do is carry your chariot in. And they want to do that. You know, I'm getting like, it's just coming through like this, but it's like, you know, it's like the costume designer and the hair and makeup person for a performer. They are, you know, the people carrying in the chariots for that performer, but they don't get on the stage with the performer. Then the performer goes out there and does it alone. Okay, that's how this energy is coming through. It's like you are going to have an entourage that are really like tools embodied. They're going to be critical and crucial, and in helping you be successful, they will be made successful as well. It's like in supporting you, you will support them just naturally. Pile 3. Let me see. I'm feeling inclined to get one more message for you guys. We get the Hangman, and actually, let me take a little sip of tea real fast. Okay, we get the Hanged Man, and normally when this card comes out, okay, right away I thought, okay, so you're needing to focus on, I'm hearing like, not necessarily remain introspective, but like remain committed to your internal, like your intuition. But how this card came out is like this. And it's like focusing on yourself, focusing on your feelings and your passion, and having courage to do those things. Focusing on yourself, your feelings, and your passions will leap you forward. Not just lead you forward. They will leap you forward. Okay, pile 3. I am going to leave. Oh my gosh. And then I just set this down like this, and it literally looks like this dude's doing a jig. Okay? That's amazing. It's going to leap you forward, and you're literally going to feel on fire. Like, it's going to be time to party, time to dance, okay? And you will have to celebrate this, like, once it comes to you. What it is that you're working on, and, like, you know, you'll know when your stage moment arrives. But, like, make sure you celebrate. Okay, pile 3, we're going to leave your reading off there for today. And it's important for you to stay connected to your intuition, not just to lead you down this path, but to know when you hit those markers of celebration, like those points to celebrate. Okay, make sure you are like acknowledging self as much as you are. Let me see, how should I say this? It's like you work on self a lot. Make sure you're taking, and you do that by, you know, staying connected and committed to that internal compass. Make sure that as much as you are acknowledging yourself and working on yourself, that you're celebrating yourself. And you're about to reach the point, it's coming through, like, especially with this chariot, this emperor, like the strength that you're coming through with this chariot, okay? And the feelings that you're feeling at this moment, these are all telling me, like, how you're feeling happy with where you are and stuff, and what you have upcoming. What you have upcoming is inspiring groups of people, these people wanting to support you and surround you. Okay, you guys, I lost my train of thought there, but we're going to leave your reading off there for today. If that resonated or you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and your thoughts in the comments below. If you're a little shy or you don't know what to say, drop a crown or a fire emoji. And don't forget to subscribe so I can see you on the next one. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. Bye, you guys.